Bardic Inspiration Network. We are live with episode 2 of Lightspeed Reignited. Yay! Took a bit to get us here, but we're here. I'm Anne. This is my channel. Welcome for those of you who are new. We're in the midst of our Power Rangers week. This week we have Power Rangers games on this channel, and we're kicking it off strong with this game. I will be the GM, and yes, um, we're gonna go around, have everybody introduce themselves, and then we're gonna do a little recap, see how much of my brain remembers what I did last week. Fun game. We'll start with Michael.
The titanium poser, more like.
Listen, save it for the game, okay? I know you have feelings about that. Save it for the game. And then we'll go over to Al.
First of all, hello to our raid party, Mr. Mephisto. Delightful. Thank you for joining.
Okay,
I know. I just wanted to shout out Andrew.
Yay.
Andrew's great. Okay,
This is the most positivity I've had in a month. Thank you.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Elle. When I'm not making fun of Andrew, I promise it is back and forth. I am playing Keegan Cunningham, the Red Ranger who is Black Spectrum, because we like to get funky here. They were not here last time, but they're here now, ready to do some damage and be a person, I guess. Are they a person? Who knows? I don't.
Listen, we're going to have a conversation about why they weren't around in just a moment. So hold that thought.
Oh boy.
And then we're going to go over to James.
Hello, I am James. I am playing Jack deHaas, your ever faithful Green Ranger on the orange spectrum. And we will be exploring how Jack came from overseas and why he's here and what he's been doing and maybe what positivity he's going to be bringing. We're not too sure yet, but Jack is definitely not a mimic.
Jack is a lot of things. Definitely not a mimic. There might be a check.
That just makes me that's exactly what a mimic would say.
It is exactly what a mimic would say.
Just saying, there's no way I'm going to mimic any of you.
Pretty sure mimics don't talk, but anyway. Sophia.
Yeah, hi everyone, Sophia, she, her. Tonight I'll be playing Dakota Dallas, our yellow ranger using the gold spectrum.
And last but not least, Andrew.
Good evening. I am Andrew, the magical Mr. Mephisto, if you're not into the whole brevity thing. A elite raider of a sort, and I will be playing the Phantom Ranger Ren Velázquez this evening. Former Red Ranger with the with a trait to prove it now, because I really, after last week's game, I dove into the guts of the rules a little bit. So now I'm getting obsessed with stuff. This is no good. You don't want me obsessed.
No, actually, I love it. This energy is great. Little recap for those who haven't seen last session, because I'm nice like that. And also, Elle wasn't here. We dove into a little bit of the events of 6 months prior to the start of the campaign, where the original Lightspeed Rangers defeated Queen Banshira, but in the process lost half their team. Really sad stuff. And we are exploring a little bit of the aftermath and also the recruitment process to rebuild the Lightspeed Rescue Rangers. Little by little, we met. Well, we got reacquainted with Ryan Mitchell, who decided to go really far away, if I recall. I don't remember. To do some research relating to demons, and was summoned home by his fiance and former Pink Lightspeed Ranger Sophie, with a diplomatic mission, which didn't turn out great. It was really quite interesting. We met. Right. We also met Jack, who, in the midst of the chaos of the battle against Queen Banshira, was actually helping to clear innocent civilians out of the line of fire, including his girlfriend's daughter, who had come to see him at the football pitch. You know. So we saw a little bit of a glimpse of Jack's potential heroics. We also saw Dakota do much of the same and helping out civilians. We also saw Ren, who was stuck in the Morphin Grid after he got pulled in as a trainee at Grid Battle Force. Wasn't quite the Red Ranger, but he was training to be the Red Ranger for Grid Battle Force when he ran into some problems. We saw him have some inner struggles about perhaps staying in the grid versus trying to find his way out. And when he finally found his way out, he just happened to come across Ryan during his diplomatic mission to acquire Morph X from Grid Battle Force. And he helped because he happened to know the commander of Grid Battle Force, who was the replacement Red Ranger when he disappeared for 2 years. It's a whole thing.
We were still friends. Also, you're welcome, Ryan.
Yes. Are you good?
Very rude to you, Michael.
Oh yeah. Okay. Let me double check something in the back end. Is this not? Can hear you just fine.
Michael, I just noticed your shirt.
Oh, this is not
That's
good.
weird. You're turned up maximum on OBS, so I don't know what.
Yeah, I can hear
I
you.
can hear you just fine.
Is it something having to do with how OBS is monitoring him from Video Ninja?
No, it should be good. Let me double check something.
Twitch,
Yeah.
don't worry about this problem with Michael, because honestly, you don't want to hear what he's saying
You
about
really
you.
don't,
Michael is
no.
being extremely rude.
He's
and it's best that you just try to listen. Well, not listen, but read his lips and read his text.
In fact, in order to be sure he's not talking trash specifically about you, you may want to smash the follow button so you know when the stream goes live and you can catch him in the act.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Let me.
Also, blah blah blah. Twitch Prime.
I have heard that the more bits that are submitted, the higher his mic volume will go. So
Yeah, it does look
So it
like
is.
the video is frozen on
So
Twitch.
while Michael hits the refresh button, we are going to go.
We're
Um,
professionals.
w- we are going to. We're gonna spend some time with Keegan because we didn't get to meet Keegan uh, last session, and I'm going to start with the same question that I asked everyone else. Where was Keegan 6 months ago in the midst of all of the chaos of the battle against Queen Banshira?
Keegan is a tutor, and I think that even if the sky itself was falling, Keegan would go and be a tutor. Even if no kids showed up, they would go and be a tutor. Because there would always be a chance that one kid showed up and got stuck there. And so they didn't want to take that risk. So I think that they went to the building where they were supposed to be tutoring, and if there was anyone there, they immediately tried to move desks in front of chairs and find the best exit points and make sure that things were barricaded at choke points, but that there was a way out. Always sort of planning that next step, always being ready for the threat of aliens bursting through the door. And I think that they definitely sent a text over to Sophie, just real quick, kind of checking in, knowing that she's not going to see it then, but wanting to make sure that Sophie knew someone was waiting for her and knew someone was thinking about her. And then I think they focus
Um,
on telling the worst puns possible so that everybody is at ease.
um, so I think that okay, so how old are the kids that Keegan is tutoring? Just
Keegan tutors kids that are around like high school, because that's kind of their that's the age range that they feel most comfortable, because as I know from my girlfriend, college freshmen are brutal, and they are not the smartest people, but they will act like they are the smartest people, and they are certainly the meanest people. So I think that Keegan tried to tutor them for about 2 months and just was absolutely eviscerated and was like, no, I can't do this. High school has to be better than this. High schoolers have to be at least somewhat nicer. And so then they switched focus over to tutoring high schoolers. And I think that they specifically tutor uh, algebra, statistics, and English.
that's good to know. And I think one of the things that stands out to Keegan in the memory of that time is um, number one, the chaos of having to uh, basically clear these two students and make sure that they get to safety away from their present location to, get them back to their parents safely or whatever needed to be done. That's like the big thing that you remember clearly. Um, and for the audience, imagine, if you will, Keegan running around in Mariner Bay, happening at the same time as Jack and Dakota's little vignettes of them helping people. So this is all happening simultaneously. Um, and the other thing that stands out in your memory from that day is getting a late night text reply that just says, I'm not okay.
immediately dropping everything, calling Sophie. If Sophie doesn't pick up, texting, "Where are you? I'll be there in 5 minutes, no matter where it is."
Don't get a response right away, but you do eventually get a response that just says, up in the attic. You know where the key is.
Keegan, as soon as they get that text, they are on their motorcycle. They're going. It doesn't matter how late at night it is.
Yeah, you are very familiar with this. This is when this sort of thing happens and you get a message about the attic, you know exactly where to go. You also know at this particular point in time that Ryan is also living with Sophie at her parents' house right now, so you also know to proceed quietly. um, but you do get all the way up to the attic and you notice the open window.
The window. And I think that this is something that they've done quite a lot. They know the way to the window. They know how to get up there.
Before they can even properly get up there, hear her voice that just says, "Don't tell anyone I'm here. I'm supposed to be at the hospital."
Okay. It's just you and me. Nobody's gonna know. They don't
Ryan
have
might
hospital.
Ryan might know, but that is a later problem.
Ryan always knows.
He wouldn't stop me anyway.
I know. Got a first aid kit. I don't quite know how to use it, but maybe you can talk me through it. And
I'm 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 fine, I think. Um, I would like you to roll two things, Keegan. Number one,
yes.
alertness, insight. Number two, science medicine.
All right. Could I perhaps finagle you to survival medicine?
Absolutely.
Hell
Should be
yeah.
survival.
I think
But
that
if you're
Keegan doesn't have a lot of like practical experience with medicine, but they know like the basics that you need to survive. Thank you. You are very generous. All right, so that is a 15 for the medical, because I wanted to do that one first. Now let's see if... Okay. That is... I'm trying so hard to do math. Math is not mathing, but we're doing our best. A 17 for the alertness.
okay.
I'm just looking
Okay.
over and seeing Michael's shirt in the corner.
Thanks for pointing it out. Now I'm laughing. Great.
This is serious business.
You know enough to notice that Sophia's probably tried to patch herself up and, kind of handle herself. So you know that you can tell that she's not doing great, but she's done enough to kind of take care of herself.
Okay.
The more important thing is that you sense this familiar feeling of like, I'm upset, but I don't feel like I can tell anyone.
Keegan's making their way up there. They've got the little first aid kit just in case. I think that since they want to use both their hands, they just kind of hold the handle in their teeth as they get up there. You know, how every sane person gets into an attic.
Absolutely. When you finally get up there after Sophie tells them not to say anything to anyone, they finally get up there and they see a disheveled golden blonde young woman with gray slacks and a pink blouse, kind of wrinkled and torn up, and her familiar Lightspeed jacket kind of just sprawled up on the roof next to her, kind of haphazardly.
So, whatever happened, we're gonna figure it out, okay?
There's nothing to figure out. They're gone.
Like in the grid gone? Like another planet gone? Or gone?
Gone. Gone.
Okay. I'm so sorry. Stop being funny. You're not allowed to be funny in the chat.
And there's this kind of tension and sadness that hangs in the air after she says that.
Need from me right now. Whatever you need from me, I
Need you to promise me you'll remember when I first got recruited to Lightspeed and you're like, oh, that's so cool. I wish I could join up with you.
yeah,
Remember
you know,
that?
be a real life superhero, save people.
Promise you'll stay away from it. All of it.
I promise.
I have a question for you. Are you lying? You're absolutely
Lying through their teeth right now. It's their law
Roll-
school coming out.
Roll a difficulty 18 deception check.
Fantastic. Man, it is a good thing. Let me check and see if I can do anything to help this deception
Can
check.
in fact. Hey, Sophie has a high willpower. Good luck trying to fool her.
Oh yeah, I know.
Mind like a steel trap.
Let's see. I don't have access to this yet because I'm a normal human.
Not yet, anyway.
Power Ranger. That's silly. Why would I ever be a Power Ranger, Sophie? I got a 19. Hey, Keegan's a law student. They know how to lie.
Oh, it's great.
Exactly.
It's great. This is not at all going to cause you problems in 6 months.
Nope, that's problems for 6 months, Keegan, to figure out. Right now, I'm flashback Keegan, and I don't know anything.
Flashback Keegan, liar.
Flashback Keegan is a liar. Present Keegan is also a liar. So
Okay, um, so Sophie just holds up her pinky and says, "Promise."
and okay, Soph. Okay.
They link pinkies with her, and yeah.
And they
So
absolutely know that this is probably the biggest lie they have ever told their best friend.
absolutely. So present day Keegan. What's going on with present day Keegan?
Present day Keegan.
Present day Keegan has been made aware through various channels that Lightspeed Rescue is in the midst of their recruiting process. They have started, this is happening, and very, very perseverant, like very persistent Keegan has found out this information behind her best friend's back. Do you have any ranks in Streetwise?
In Streetwise, yes, I do, Anne. I have 2 ranks in
Many.
Streetwise, actually, because
Okay, I'm not gonna make you roll for it. I am gonna say you do find out, like you Keegan finds out about this recruitment process, and
in another life, I think Keegan was a mafia boss.
Keegan just straight up lying. Okay, yeah, and so one of the things that Keegan knows is that Sophie has some influence in the recruitment process, but is not um she's not working in that department. She is technically in the kind of medical department of Lightspeed, and is meant to lead rescue missions and stuff. Like, that's her thing. But Keegan also knows that if they're not careful, Sophie can find out about their intent to be a part of this recruitment.
Keegan is being incredibly careful. I think that part of how they're proving that they should be on this team is that they're utilizing some connections to put everything through like third party stuff, or to make sure that the recruiters never see their actual face. It's always, hey, I have all of these connections. I have this very impressive resume. I was able to sway these people into doing my dirty work because I'm so damn likable and because I know so much about them. I'm pretty sure you want somebody like that on your team, buckos. Keegan doesn't say buckos, but I do.
Okay. I am going to ask you, odds or even?
Always odds.
All right.
Tell me the odds.
Okay. All right. So you feel like you've been doing a particularly decent job of covering your tracks.
Though, have I?
Well, it's not that you haven't. It's that there's one thing that you overlooked. And we see Sophie like in full, like, you know, her uniform, like her gray slacks and her a pink blouse that's all like put together. She looks very professional with her hair up in a bun. She's got a pile of folders of like potential ranger candidates. She has information on all of the candidates because she is consulting with the remaining rangers about who they think might be a good fit. So the audience sees this, and Keegan's file is included in this pile. But Keegan doesn't realize that the information has already been passed along up the chain to final decision land. So there's also something that I forgot to ask. I forgot to ask Ren and Ryan, actually. So you know how Ren is fresh off the Morphin Grid and was basically dragged off to Mariner Bay by Ryan? I have a question about that. What happened after that? Like, did Ryan go like, "Hey, we have a whole house, you can stay here"? Where does Ren kind of go? Because if I recall correctly, uh, Ren does have family in Mariner Bay. Where does it go? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh no. They just had such
Um.
a fun scene.
Oh God.
No captions either.
No captions either?
Oh
Because N and L were
no,
the
no,
only
no.
two active.
Sorry. My tech did not. It didn't transition the scene over. Sorry about that. That should be good. I'm doing really great today, guys. Trying to do some
Telling
fancy
you,
things.
Evox coming after us. So mad I escaped the grid.
You're good now.
Okay. Okay. I think it. I'm trying to do a lot of things at once. This is fine.
All right, do the whole thing again.
Yeah, let's
Reset.
go.
We're professionals, I swear. I'm having a great time.
And my one F-bomb for the whole Chronicle.
It's okay.
Everybody back to first position and roleplay.
So, like, I can sleep in your
It's
bed,
fine.
right? I'm still a little scared of the dark ever since the grid. Come on, it'll be just like me and Dana never. The sleepovers we used to have. No, I'm kidding. All right. No, it's all right. I'll take the guest room. Dr. Velázquez, right? Don't tell him I'm back, please, if he doesn't know yet. I don't feel like
So I like to imagine that Sophie isn't anywhere near this conversation. Where are you guys having this conversation?
I'd
I
imagine this
suppose
was on the car ride, like, over type thing, you
Yeah.
know? Like, because you kind of rewound us a little bit.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, this is like recap episode. You know, they played it before the intro credits of the episode where we actually cut in with Keegan. Or back from commercial break, they play that flashback.
Cold open. Right. So, oh man, I'm doing so great today.
Info, you got that info dump right about my dad. You know, that's where you put that in. Yeah. This is when you say whittling down. This isn't like that whole like newfound negativity thing you got going on, is it?
I just realized that Ryan definitely knows who Keegan is.
Ryan
Keegan Pinky
knows.
Promise, like last name. Sorry.
Where is the camera? Weird. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, no, absolutely. As soon as Ryan sees that file, he'll know.
I haven't actually been hungry in 2 years. 1 year? Time's meaningless. I'm just. Yeah. Starting with the cafeteria food. First meal back. What's wrong with the hot dogs? They're not made out of like putties, are they? I've always wondered where the putties went when the OGs kicked their butts. At least it's not Soylent Green, I suppose.
Soylent Putty. Anyway, walks off.
Well, that could be as he's walking off. I mean, with the right amount of hot sauce, that might not be too bad.
Oh God, that's so gross.
I'm going to get a unreasonable amount of food, like just an unreasonable amount of food from the cafeteria line. Like I have like 2 trays I'm dragging along, and I just imagine like 80s 90s, like the big the trays that could really knock somebody out. They're like, I don't know, they were made out of like concrete. I don't remember. They were just really heavy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it's just like Ren just dragging two of them along and just basically getting everything. And then I get to where like the hot dogs are like bathing in that like dirty water. They've just that melange they've been in for like 3 weeks, just steaming. And I take it as a challenge and I grab 3 of them. Tell me not to eat hot dogs. And then the last cut of me is of me with like like Frank's Red Hot or something, like just dunk just all over the hot dogs. Just
Ryan, you know where you're going. You know where it is that Sophie usually works out of. Whether she's doing reports for whatever rescue call. She's still an EMT, so she's got to do paperwork, whatever it is related to her work. It's a pretty I guess just sterile sort of office. White walls, black furniture. Doesn't have much in the way of personal stuff except for um, one or two picture frames on her desk. But it's very neat and tidy. There is a stack of folders, color-coded photos actually, green, yellow, blue. The blue pile is significantly smaller, like you're a little bit starving for candidates. But yeah, you also see that she is in the midst of a quiet conversation with Chad Lee, former Blue Lightspeed Ranger, who has been heavily involved in the selection process, having assessed everyone's qualifications in terms of martial arts and hand-to-hand combat. Kind of in the middle of the conversations already. They both stop and Sophie says, "Hey, good, you're here.
Yeah.
It's time."
I assumed. We're already up 1 though, so. Tip a ranger on the way home.
I mean, the guy that was in the car with you?
Yep.
He's a ranger?
Yeah, he was Battle Force Red for a hot second. It's a whole thing, apparently.
Team with the evil avatars and the... Oh, anyway, I guess...
I know.
And if he's got training, at least, I guess we can put him in the pile. And she immediately produces a red folder that doesn't have anything in it because she doesn't actually know anything about Ren.
Not Red. He's a phantom.
He never had a phantom. Plus, he has experience as a red. She looks at Ryan and just like puts the folder on the pile. Like, try to stop me.
just direct eye contact the whole time, just unbreaking, unflinching. Sorry.
And then
Yeah.
we'll talk about it. okay, we've never had a Phantom Ranger. I don't have any folders color coded for that. God. And then she pulls out a yellow folder. And this is where we flash back
Who am I looking
to
at?
Dakota Travis. World champion wrestler. Physically gifted. Looking for a change of direction in her life. I don't know. Seems like a really weird choice for someone who has the entire world at her feet.
I mean, a world-class wrestler. Did she just not consider wrestling? Like, like
I don't know.
Steel, Hulk Hogan or whatever, or I don't know. I don't watch wrestling, but
anyway, and this is where we flash back to a scene with Dakota and Chad actually sparring. It's the end of the first week of this recruitment process, so 2-week deal, but she's made it halfway through, and real talk, she's wiped the floor out of a lot of candidates in multiple sparring situations. Very gifted athlete, and Dakota knows Chad from having assisted at his dojo and trained in martial arts there a little bit with him, and it's not a question of whether Dakota could physically fit the bill, but Chad looks at her thoughtfully and he says, "Be great at this, honestly, but I gotta know, an athlete of your caliber, why didn't you keep going?"
I mean, I don't know. I guess I do know, but like it's hard to explain. Like I've never lost 6 matches in a row in my life. The best I've ever done on the world stage, and then immediately after lost 6 matches in a row for the first time ever. And it was, I think it's just a time for me to like step back and figure out if this is the path I want to keep going or if there's other things. It's not as if I haven't gone to college. I have degrees that I've never really used, and I just wanted to figure out where I'm going, I guess.
I mean, that's a really good thing to do. I mean, being a ranger part is really dangerous. Have you considered maybe working in the lab with Dr. Fairweather instead? If engineering, is that what your degree is in?
I mean, yes, and I did talk to Dr. Fairweather, and specifically about working with that new substance that you just got. But I don't know. I'm not opposed to doing something a little dangerous. That's, you know, and if Dr. Fairweather needs my help, I can try to do both, I guess. I don't know.
I just want to make sure you understand that this is not without its risks. And I want you to do this for the right reasons, because I can argue an excellent case for you to be a ranger. That's not the problem. I just want to make sure that to do this because, you know, people die out there to defend this city. That's the reality.
I know that, and that is why I'm here. Whether it's just training people on these mats or working in the lab, I made my choice to be here over somewhere else for that reason.
I have a question. What is the higher of your willpower and cleverness?
They're both the same.
Okay. What's the number?
15?
Okay. Chad just nods at you and says, "All right, if you're really serious about this, I'll make a case for your recruitment. I just wanted to make sure Art was in the right place and everything. It sounds like this is really what you want."
Oh, thank you. Thank you, and I appreciate your word.
So we go back to the meeting, and Chad is explaining Dakota's situation.
Mhm.
And she's like, it happened to her. You know, her confidence is a little shaken by a string of losses, but her heart is in the right place, and she can do some good here with her skills. She can do some good in the lab. She's versatile and she's athletic.
Mhm.
We
She looks great on paper, but
trained
this
her
isn't
myself.
becoming a Power Ranger to get your confidence back.
Not just that, she genuinely cares about Mariner Bay. She's homebred. This is her home. Feels like she can do something here, and you know what? She's the best we've got on paper. Sophie just looks at Chad, like nodding, but she doesn't say anything.
Noted. I'll need to meet her and any other prospective finalists before I make a decision, but your word does carry a lot of weight.
Um, so that file gets put aside. And then Sophie gets a little bit distracted as she's going through the pile of red folders. There, she picks the top three up, and then there is um roll an insight check, Ryan.
Aye, aye. Let's see. Okay. Where did I? There you are. This thing,
Alertness insight.
this thing, this thing, this thing, that thing. Okay. Coins. Well, that is. Hey, critical 11. So, no.
No. There is a very kind of serious, stern look on Sophie's face. Business as usual. But you also see, you kind of in real time feel the walls come up on her, like the emotional walls, and she pulls one. She pulls one folder off of the top three, and she holds on to it for a while.
Soph,
Yeah.
you're gripping that folder pretty tight. You got a favorite there?
Sophie finally hands over the folder to Ryan. When you open this folder, Ryan, you notice the name and you know who it is. The name at the top of the file is Keegan Cunningham.
Okay. Above table, Michael does not know who is Keegan to Sophie. We haven't.
Right, I probably should have told you this. Keegan is Sophie's best friend from high school.
Okay.
A long time.
For 14.
Yeah.
Well, since Sophie was 14, Keegan is a little older, correct?
I think Keegan is a year-ish older.
Okay, yeah. So since Sophie was 14, so they met around the same time Sophie would have met Ryan and all that.
Yeah.
So
Keegan.
you see Sophie pull out her phone, and there's just 2 words sent via text that say
fuck?
you promised. And then she puts her phone away. And then she says,
Okay.
"What do you think?"
Question is, why do we need a lawyer on a Power Rangers team?
I don't exactly know, but again, hometown kid, personal investment in protecting the city.
The folder, is there combat training? Like what am I
Keegan
seeing?
is a wrestler, a fencer, a boxer, has practiced various martial arts. They don't really have a niche, but they've dabbled in a lot of things. Fencing seems to be kind of their focus, but there's a lot of
I
different.
already know that. Yeah. Okay.
There's a level of physical ability that can be trained into a purpose.
Yeah. They've got training, they've got talent. I mean, I'm a book nerd here sometimes. Lawyer is a step farther from that. But I don't know, what do you think? You think they're a good fit?
I think they could be. I have some questions
I hear a
about
but.
their I have some questions about their motivations, but I feel like their heart is genuinely in the right place. I've known them for a long time.
Hmm. We can do that in the interview.
You sense that there's something there she's not saying. You definitely get this
Just gonna
is Sophie.
like lean forward slightly, babe. Spill. Is it?
It's not important now. We have to do what's best for the greater good for this city, right?
Is there a better candidate?
See, no one that has as much training and leadership potential.
Well,
No one I would trust to have your back. You're going to need a good second to back you.
maybe. Yeah, I mean, and they could still flunk the interview, and we'll have to go back to square one. So
The empty folder that's meant to be for Ren's file just gets stacked on top of Keegan's, and then
All
that
right.
conversation is
Show me-
quickly ended.
Show me green.
And the folder gets handed. It's full a folder of Jack's file, football player, soccer for the North Americans in the audience.
A soccer
Um,
hooligan.
Oh. Banned in like
Has-
6 countries.
has ties to the one of the computer scientists in Fairweather's team.
And
Also-
he's
Also very
nearly
athletic.
30.
Yeah, he's a bit on the older side, but he's also, look, I've singled out all of the athletically gifted people only because the biggest
Looking at
issue
I
I
used-
found with our team previously is that
Mhm.
no one really had combat training or anything like that. You know?
Mhm.
So Jack, martial arts, he's trained at least.
Sorry.
It's true. Looking at the psych profile that I assume is there, is there any indication that Jack would have issues taking orders from someone younger?
I'm gonna let James decide that. James?
No. While Jack was a striker on his squad, he was the assistant captain, and he was passed over to be the captain by a younger player who was maybe younger by his age by about maybe 4 or 5 years. But he was an up and coming player. And actually showed more leadership potential apparently to the coach than Jack did. Jack's still slightly a little bitter about that. But Jack's a team player. He was there, there for a reason. And I mean, his squad did win a regional championship under the other captain. So,
And he's like a professional soccer player, but he's not in the major leagues of soccer, whatever they call that, right? He's not he's not in the NFL of soccer.
MLS, the major league soccer.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Sports ball.
Go
He,
Sports.
I'm picturing Ren just kind of sneaking in through the back door.
no,
So I guess
but-
what has he been trying out for the MLS for years and just constantly getting passed over? Like, what's the story there? What's it say about that?
He was, I guess, locally trying out for a league, and then came over to the States to try to get into the MLS to be closer to his girlfriend. I think. Did I get that right, James? Did I get that right?
he had a contract with his regional team, and when the contract ended, it was around the time that his girlfriend had returned to the States. So he actually came to Mariner Bay and was in a scouting combine for the MLS when the attack on Queen Bashir, as the final attack, occurred.
Girlfriend's name?
Caitlin.
Above table? Caitlin.
Caitlin Balestock. Hey, I remembered a thing. Good GMing.
Doesn't Caitlin have a kid?
Yeah.
He
7-year-old.
wants to.
Yeah.
He's all but her stepfather, and he wants to. And you can see the daddy issues like on Ryan's face. Okay,
I know.
it's a
So
choice.
so we've got
Yeah.
potential candidates,
They're all good on
and
paper. Yeah,
all of the
we'll see.
candidates are piled together, including the blank folder that represents Ren, the empty folder. Let's put them together in a room, and I don't know.
Talk to him one-on-one first, I think. Get a one-on-one vibe, and then see how they mesh together.
Let's schedule all of that for I guess. I'm starving. Dinner time.
I left Ren in the cafeteria. If you want to go join him, actually meet the disembodied voice. He'll be staying with us, so you might want to meet him at some point.
And it'd been nice to get a heads up, but sure. Fine.
He doesn't have anywhere to go. He does not want to talk to his dad, and I can't fault him for that. So
Was your sister's best friend? Chad has already left after the end of the meeting, by the way. So go ahead to the cafeteria and I will see you there. Has Keegan responded to the text message?
The text message immediately. It's like this big paragraph of, I'm so sorry. I wish that I could have told you. I wish that I could have been honest, but someone needs to do this. And I feel like I can do this. And I can't comfortably let another person risk their lives without at least trying. I have been a shield my whole life, and I will continue to be a shield. I wish that I could have told you. I wish that we could see eye to eye on this. Call me once you're done. Classes are out for the day, and I don't have to observe anything.
It's about an hour after Keegan first gets the text message and then Keegan sending it back because it was at the beginning of the meeting. And
The entire time Keegan is practicing fencing.
you finally get the call. So when
Hi. Like, throws down the saber, runs over.
Question for Ryan. Ryan actually go to the cafeteria, does he wait outside?
goes to the cafeteria and comes back about 10 minutes later with 2 plates.
Ren waves to Ryan with his like stack of trays. He has now eaten like anime character levels of food, and like when Ryan comes in, he's just like,
Oh my god, it's Luffy.
I'm like,
Turns out you were hungry, I guess.
I guess 2 years of not eating were a thing. Yeah.
As it turns out, the grid sustains you, so you don't actually get hungry in the grid. But once
In
you
the
leave,
grid,
you're
but
like,
now,
it catches up with you.
I have
That's how it
years of-
works.
yeah.
2 years of missed meals. Yeah.
So, am I coming with you now, or I just about finished breakfast, second breakfast, brunch, lunch, and dinner?
11sies?
I'm thinking about supper though.
So when Ryan comes back, is Sophie isn't exactly quiet about this conversation, but the door is closed and locked
do
for
think
privacy.
I probably would have brought Ren, so
In that case, y'all are outside the door while this conversation is happening. I just wanted to know. And when When Keegan picks up the phone, there is just this cold and yet slightly trembling voice that says, died.
I know. If I had told you that I was going to get involved, if I had told you, then I was scared it would hurt you worse, and I know that lying was bad. Lying hurts you too, but I
And I didn't want you to get involved.
I
I
know,
didn't
but there's
have
a reason I'm getting involved.
say on whether Ryan would get involved, but you're my best friend. I don't want you to risk your life for this cause. It's a lot more dangerous than I thought it was when I first joined.
Didn't have a choice in if Ryan was going to do it. You didn't have a say, but what about my choice? What about the choice that I'm making right now? I know that it's dangerous. I understand that it kills people, that it gets them killed. But if people don't do it, they'll die anyways. Aliens or robots or weird things pretending to be gods will come down from the sky and talk about how much they're going to destroy everything, and then they're going to blow things up in big explosions. Those explosions kill people. And if I can stop one thing from exploding, one person from dying, then it will be worth it.
Called to say that you're the most qualified candidate on paper, and uh, Ryan wants to meet with you tomorrow.
I'm sorry. Oh, my best friend, you are still the most important person in my life.
Yeah.
I guess we're probably not on for movie night tonight.
Entertain a house guest.
Oh,
I'm as surprised as you are. What time can you make it? What time can you make it tomorrow for a meeting?
have one. It's a prep class for the bar, so I'm gonna be doing that until about 11, and then I can get here 11:30, 11:15 if I break some traffic laws, but I don't think that would be the best idea.
I will pencil you in for 3 p.m. Does that work?
Okay. Yeah, that works for me. And Kanto will still be here whenever you don't have a house guest.
Around for a while. Mm. I'll
He
explain it. Well, I'll explain it later.
Okay, this isn't a Ryan house guest because, as far as I'm aware about Ryan's relationships, unless pigs are flying and the sky is orange, I feel like
Kated. We'll talk about it later. Three p.m. Don't be late. Click.
I love you, Soph. Just to the dial tone.
Yeah. Having
So,
having
What's
tested the
happening on the other
knob.
side of the door?
So yeah, we got here. I tested the knob. It was locked. I heard the convert. I was like,
like Ren's just like finishing off one of his hot dogs, like doused in hot sauce.
No.
Yes, you
You hear the door unlock on the other side.
I Oh, Ryan, I think you were lying to me, man. These aren't that bad. But then again, anything with enough hot sauce. Oh, you know what's really what we should do? I've been in the grid for like 2 years. That means I missed a lot of movies.
Deal.
We should have a movie night
The
like
door-
tonight.
The door opens
Yeah?
as Ren says, we should
I
have a
think it
movie
was-
night.
I think it was actually supposed to be, but yeah, that's canceled. So
Why,
So-
what kind of a
so-
monster would cancel movie night? Oh, hey, Sophie.
Sophie, Ren,
You're
Sophie, dinner, Sophie.
I was gonna make a crack about how you're taller in person, but the grid got you 100% correct. You were a little happier in there though. Good with kids. Is she good with kids? Oh shit. Ren stares off into the middle distance for a minute. Like, it's it's sorry. I'm Ren. Ren Velázquez. I think you know my father.
Sophie thinks about it for a second, then she closes her eyes and then opens them again. She says, "Yup, works with Dr. Fairweather in the lab. Sure. The name sounds familiar.
Oh, he's like working with someone now. That's a big step forward. Okay, like, did they make it like? Is there Godzilla sequels now that I've missed? Like, like, did they ever get around to that Pacific Rim remake? Like, basically, like, how many kaiju and or big robot movies have I missed?
Somewhere Keegan is very excited and doesn't know why.
4, 5, 12. I don't actually know. I'm not in charge of movie night, so
He looks disinterested in the dinner that Ryan has brought and just says,
hey. I heard half that. Are you okay?
I've been okay in a while. About as okay as you are.
If you don't want them on the team, tell me now. We'll find someone else.
No. I have to do what's right. Can't be selfish. And she looks directly at Ryan when she says this. I can't be selfish about this. There's too much at stake.
Implying that he's selfish usually, and he has the luxury of being selfish. I'm sorry, social awkwardness, I suppose, or covering up
It's okay, Ren.
some other stuff with.
I didn't want to come back. You know that.
That there's no room to be selfish here.
Here.
I had a minute there where I didn't want to come back either. I mean, not to. The grid showed me something, and
The threat coming.
yeah, but before that, it showed me. It showed me a lot of different worlds, like ones where we didn't fight, but it also showed me one where the Rangers didn't exist. That's where I met you. Well, not really you, Sophie. Grid Sophie. Sophie G. Sophie GX will make it sound a little bit more like an awesome anime. And honestly, the one without the Rangers or Evox, or it wasn't too bad. It was tempting to stay there. But at some point, you realize that it's not about you. Or at least that's what I realized.
You're not wrong. And makes me I have to ask one more time. We could use a pink.
Oh shit, you're the
Sophie, her posture like tenses up, like she. You see her eye, like her eye line go through the open door to a like a closet of some sort in the corner where Ryan, in her office she keeps her jacket, her just it's been there. She hasn't touched it in months. You know it's there. You know why I can't.
Yeah, I understand.
I don't. Why can't you? The hot dogs.
No, it's not the.
It's only people who've seen their friends die will understand.
Oh yeah, I've never seen my friend die or my mom in the same exact day. It's just like deadpanner.
He was in the accident.
Right. So others don't die. I was too weak when I was little to help. I was powerless then. And that's my power now. Is that feeling of loss. That's inverted, that's hope. That's what I fight with. I mean, if you're already a Pink Ranger, you fought for something once upon a time. I'm sure everybody who signs up to be a Ranger's lost something. And it's not a competition, but really, I mean, if you're not going to fight, I don't know. I don't know you, Sophie, but
We all have our limits, and there are other ways to contribute.
Conversation is over.
Yeah, we've had this argument once or twice.
okay.
So,
Can
yeah.
I start a different argument though? You're starting a new
Please,
team.
please do.
You're starting a new team.
Yeah.
Do you know a great bonding exercise? Getting the new team together and watching Pacific Rim 3. I assume there's a Pacific Rim 3. Why wouldn't there be Pacific Rim all-time classic?
Okay, oh, right.
Like we're talking Citizen Kane, Pacific Rim. Like
Okay.
I never got to drag a spaceship
There,
and hit a big monster with a boat though, with my Zord.
I will definitely consider movie night for a bonding exercise. Yes, thank you, Ren.
What is the higher of your cleverness and your willpower, Ren?
I feel like my cleverness needs to be increased after tonight, but they're the same, 15.
With a 17 and intimidation, Sophie says, "All right, it's enough. Let's go home. I'm not hungry, Ryan. I don't want any of that. I just want to go home."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ren, you still hungry?
I could eat again.
He just packed 2 more plates of dinner.
Like, does he just hand me the plate or whatever?
Sophie's entire dinner plate that's been untouched, and he just shovels it in. It's a really kind of tense drive home. Sophie is in a
mood. Yeah.
She also is the one driving because Sophie lore, she likes to drive. It calms her down. Kind of needs it right now. It's her thing. So Ryan, Fine, let's drive. Um,
Yes.
and yes, this is one of those things where you just don't
Doesn't
get in
even
her
go
way.
for the driver's seat. Just tosses her the keys, gets in the car.
Yeah, so the next day, these interviews are all lined up. Aside from Keegan's, which is at 3 p.m., Dakota and Jack are also scheduled one-on-ones with Ryan to know, just for Ryan to get to know them. Sophie has arranged this because, as much as she can be difficult sometimes, if Ryan asks her for something, she tries to be accommodating. So, I'm gonna let's start with Jack and Ryan having their conversation.
Uh, sorry, good to meet you.
Ryan
So,
Mitchell.
Ryan. Uh, well, Jacobus deHaas, but most people just call me Jack. Uh, good to meet you.
Well,
I didn't realize I was going to have just a one-on-one with an actual ranger. I thought it'd be more someone from HR or something.
I like to be hands-on with things, and they've asked me to lead this team. Or
Oh,
so. What made you want to apply?
uh, well, it was kind of a combination of things, to be honest. Honestly, I've followed the exploits of the Rangers for some time. I mean, we do get some news, especially from the U.S. Overseas. Um, is CNN broadcast anyway. Um, so it was more of an admiration. Wouldn't call it as much of a fanboy than anything. Um, but uh, I've studied some of the ranges from what video I could find, both official and not so official sources. Um,
Vulcan Skull. Right. Yeah.
yeah. So I hope that's not a negative against me, but it was more just for information gathering. It wasn't. It was more to kind of to get learn, moves and features and skills, um, and trying to emulate those myself as weakly as I could, I suppose. But a lot of my kids in my class would ask about them, and so they would want to know if I knew any moves or I could teach them any moves from what they've seen. And sometimes they'd come in trying to emulate what they saw in the news. So I would at least try to combine what they saw with actual skill sets. Um, you know, it kind of developed from there. I figure if I'm going to be teaching the students, I might as well get the information straight from the source, as it were. Um, After that, when met Caitlin, um, I mean, we just hit it off so well, and she was studying overseas, and we were kind of heartbroken that she had to move back. But I heard that she had an internship and then eventually was hired on with Lightspeed. So naturally, I wanted to follow her, and my contract was up. Um, and then well, when that day happened, I had to defend uh, Shauna and get her back to Caitlin. And I did my best, and I was contacted. So it was kind of I've always kind of enjoyed and wanted to be part of the Rangers, but then I was somewhat recruited. So,
Hmm.
you know, I I can't stand seeing people such as Shauna or anyone else innocent um,
Commendable.
being attacked. Yeah. So I want to do. I know it sounds kind of hokey and sounds kind of cheesy, but I feel like I could do some good. I've still got a lot of years left in me, and I feel like
Mm.
I have some strengths.
You're serious about Caitlin. You two are.
Oh, yes, very. I mean,
And you. You think of Shauna as a daughter, I assume?
We haven't quite gotten to that point in our relationship. Is Caitlin going to see these results or of your questions or any
No,
video
but if you
taking?
if you make the team, she'll find out though.
Oh, then I'll say that.
Well, she let me clarify. She won't see anything you say. This is confidential, but
Oh,
she will
okay,
know
then
you're
that
on
makes
the
sense.
team eventually. Yes.
Well, yeah, she knows that I'm part of the recruiting process, so that's good. Well, to answer your question, I'm I'm single. I've always been single. I don't have any children of my own, and Shauna and I immediately bonded. Um, and she's the closest thing I have to a biological daughter. I think of her very much like a daughter, um, stepdaughter or otherwise. I care for her very much, as well as Caitlin. I won't do anything to risk them, but I'll do everything to protect them.
And should you not come back,
Caitlin is very much aware of what the risks are, and I believe that I think she may have been on duty when um, those other rangers passed, and she had to explain that to Shauna.
hmm
I suspect it would be more difficult if she had to explain my death to Shauna. Um, but I try to keep a video diary for her, Shauna, that is, and I try to update it, and I want to ensure that every entry, if I make the team, and should it be my last, will always tell her something positive and something good and give her explanations as to what I'm doing.
you would be absolutely the only member of this team with a child, and from what I recall, the only member to be on a team with a child. Carries a lot of weight with it.
Yes, I can imagine.
There are other ways that you could serve that aren't on the team. Are you cognizant and accepting of the risks of what this could do to your child?
Conversations, Shauna and I try to be as open but age appropriate as possible. Answer her questions when she asks, give her the information that she needs. She knows that she knows that there are other professions. She has friends in school whose parents are first responders, firemen, policemen, are still around. She has one or two friends who have lost a parent. So she's aware of the risks. Not saying it makes it easier, but I try to be honest with her. I let her know that when I'm scared, I'm scared. When I worry about her, I do, and why. I think that she is more mature than you would believe. And it helps that Caitlin is open with her as well. She'll be okay.
Okay. You
For now.
are you are an excellent candidate on paper, and we could certainly use a soccer hooligan. So, how do you feel about being a Green Ranger? I'm
Uh,
making it. I'm bad at jokes. I'm sorry.
Okay, I was going to say I'm not part of the English squads. I've never been on the English squads, and quite honestly, I'm quite offended when they came to the Netherlands. Sorry, it was a joke. My apologies.
Sophie told
Sometimes
me not
lost
to
in
say it. I
translation.
thought I'd try anyway. But yeah,
Understandable.
is
Good
green
effort.
your is green? Yeah, it's green. How do you feel about green? Good color for you?
Handle green. I mean, my away colors were green. Home colors were orange. So there's a whole story behind that. Netherlands with orange. We could talk another time. But green, yeah, no, green would be fine.
All right. Welcome to Lightspeed.
Uh, I'm sorry. Just like that?
I have final call. This is my team.
Oh, well, thank you. And he just kind of almost half leaps across the table to kind of like grab your hand and shake it vigorously. Thank you. Thank you. You won't regret this. I promise you, you won't regret this. Um, I'm going to assume that there's no problem with, I mean, obviously we'll keep it professional and everything, but there's no issue with like uh, team members and Lightspeed member like me and Caitlin. There's no issue with that relationship.
Oh my god, he doesn't know. Sorry, I have to mute myself.
HR is very bad at their job. I'm engaged to the former Pink, so and current head of
Oh,
medical. Yeah.
oh, well, congratulations. Um, okay, well, I guess that answers my question then.
Yes.
So yeah,
Please refrain from blasting the news until I've met with everyone else today. But yeah,
of course. Papa's the word. That's how you say it in mum's the word. Okay, mum's the word, not papa. Mum's the word.
I'm dead.
Okay,
I think
need to
you're looking for
reminder.
Papa Don't Preach.
I know that. I know that.
Oh god.
I know that reference. Okay. Well, am I
Yeah,
allowed to tell Caitlin, or should I wait?
you can tell Caitlin, but make sure she doesn't tell anyone else.
As soon as you say I can tell Caitlin, I'm out and I'm out of the room
I
and gone.
don't feel
You
obligated to wear green if you don't want to. All right, well, never mind.
Do you know how hard it is to find the shade of black, not black?
you almost run into Dakota, whose meeting is up next, actually.
Oh, oh goodness. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh um
Dakota
very sorry.
suplexes them, just like
Power bomb.
welcome to United States of Suplex.
However, it is Dakota's turn to have a conversation with Ryan. as as
Oh my
as
god.
Jack runs past. um,
You must be Dakota.
Yes.
Ryan Mitchell.
Yes. Dakota Dallas. Good to meet you.
So, you want to be a Power Ranger. Why?
Joined Lightspeed to help. I was working with Chad at first, just helping train people, martial arts. I talked to one of the scientists here about potentially working in as an assistant in one of the labs, and I thought with my background as a martial artist, I would apply and give being a Power Ranger a chance if you'd have me.
That tells me about your technical qualifications. Why do you want to be a Power Ranger?
I want to help people if I can. It's not been the focus of my life, but I'm looking to do something different, and I want to help people. That is the crux of everything. That I'm the reason I'm here.
I read your file, of course. I saw that you had an unfortunate string of losses.
Yes. It's it's definitely triggered some thoughts about my future, I guess is the best way to put it. And just kind of figuring out what that is.
You think that's putting yourself on the absolute front line of danger? Are you looking for a thrill, a high, recapture your glory?
No. I mean, I'm willing to be on the front line of danger, but I mean, I don't think I need to do either of them, at least not as a Power Ranger. I mean, if I wanted to recapture my glory, I could keep running camps for children where they talk about all of my accomplishments as a wrestler and tell the kids how cool I am.
The engineering side, we always need good, focused people. Can you be both?
I mean, yes. I mean, it's a little different engineering than I'm used to, but yeah, I can do both. I think, but doing both is both helpful to potentially helpful to the team and helpful to me.
All right. I have reservations. I won't lie. But you are the best candidate we have. Do you like yellow?
I love yellow.
Then, welcome to Lightspeed, Dakota.
Thank you so much. That is amazing. Thank you.
Right. And I'll tell you what I was not able to tell Jack. Don't feel obligated to wear yellow out and about.
Dakota's gonna show
um,
up head to toe in yellow.
It's it's not a uniform requirement for you to wear a yellow shirt all the time.
okay.
You guys have jackets anyway.
Good to know. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Please don't blast social media or your family or anyone just yet. I would like to meet with the rest of the team first.
Of course. Yeah.
Thank you. Welcome to the team. I hope you fit.
Me too. Thank you.
There is one last candidate to see,
Yeah, there is.
and it is 3 o'clock. Your 3 o'clock is here, Ryan.
I
Have
think
fun with
that
that one.
Keegan gets there a little bit early to try to see if Sophie is around,
Good luck with that.
and they've just got some coffee. They definitely know her coffee order. They've known her for years, so I think that they got her some coffee on the way over there.
Yeah, I think, being a social creature, you manage to ask for directions and ask where Sophie is, where her office is, so you know where you're going. I'm not gonna
Mhm.
make you roll for it.
Awesome. Keegan
Idea.
is gonna head over there. Is the door closed or open?
It is closed.
Quick knock on the door.
There is kind of quiet sounds of some kind of soft instrumental, like some kind of instrumental score music type of music, and then a distractive voice that just says, not right now, not right now, I'm not hungry.
It's not food. It's coffee. Kind of open the door a little bit and slide it in if you want.
Just come in.
Okay. And
Stops abruptly.
Keegan comes in, coffee cup in hand. There's a little post-it note with some doodles. I think it's mostly just doodles of little flowers. Keegan doodles when they're nervous.
You have a meeting down the hallway in 5.
I know, but that's why I got here 15 minutes early. The coffee's gonna get cold if you don't take it.
Sophie gets up to take the coffee from Keegan and then takes a sip out of it. And there is an approving kind of expression on her face before she just kind of gives Keegan this look of intense, like an intense stare down of like, why are you here?
I know you're not very happy with me right now. Yeah, I know. Understatement of the century, huh? So
I might be angry at you, but I also do believe you're the best candidate we have. And I've told Ryan as much. So
you to know that I don't intend to die out there. I know nobody ever
He
intends to
intends
die.
to die out there.
I know. But I'm not going to leave you. And I'm going to make sure that Ryan doesn't either. Okay?
You see the tension kind of slowly melt away from her posture, and it becomes this sort of like less like angry and more of just like sad, I guess, is the vibe. And she just says, go before you're late.
But if you spin it well enough, you're never really late. Keegan's already halfway out the door. Little wave, closes the door back. Hesitation before they go into the interview. Pop in. I think sticks their head in first and then follows. Hey, Ryan.
Keegan?
Sorry about movie night.
I don't even know what we're going to watch.
I mean, it was between Encanto and that new Guillermo del Toro movie. I can't remember the name of it.
Did you talk to Sophie? She was rather upset.
Talked to Sophie. I brought her coffee as a peace offering. I might have doodled on it a little bit. I think she's mostly sad. Anger is a secondary emotion, so it's probably coming a lot from grief and sadness and not wanting history to repeat itself, and I'm gonna make
I
sure it
understand.
doesn't.
Sure, I understand that about you applying for the team, but it seemed more than that. Is there something I'm missing again?
Her that I wouldn't get involved. When everything first went down, I promised her that I wouldn't, but
You didn't.
I did. I did. I know, but I mean, what would you have had me do? Tell her that I was already planning to get involved and try to fix things and make sure things don't happen again?
I mean, personal experience, I found that being upfront with Sophie is usually best practices.
Personal experience. We've known her the same amount of time, Ryan. You can side judgmentally all you want, but that doesn't change it.
Fair. I'm the one marrying her, though, so.
Oh.
Anyway, take a seat. So, Keegan, lawyer, Power Ranger. Why?
Okay, we're doing this. Someone else is going to do it if I'm not. And if something happens to them, and I know I didn't take this chance, that's on me. I want to make sure that everyone goes home safe, that everyone is okay. And I can't do that if I'm not a part of this team. I can't make sure that everyone is safe if I'm not here. I can't make sure that you're safe if I'm not here. You won't marry Sophie if you're 6 feet under. You know what that would do to her, Ryan?
I have an idea, yeah.
I am here to protect people, and I am here to protect you so that Sophie doesn't lose anybody else.
All right. Red?
Sounds. I already wear it.
Don't feel obligated.
I'm not going to change my wardrobe just because of an occupation, Ryan.
You wouldn't be the first. Archival footage is hilarious.
Oh, I'm sure.
Poor Tommy.
So this particular day ends all of the interviews.
What? I don't get an interview? Oh, I'm just a shoe-in.
So,
How's that for
You are.
Ryan,
nepotism?
You are. I am Nepo baby grin onto the team, yes.
real quick,
Just
Ryan.
because I knew your
What-
sister.
What's up, Keegan?
Sophie mentioned a house guest. What's the deal with that?
Well, I mean, I guess now that you're official, you have access to classified information.
I'll find out either way.
Yeah. His name is Ren. You know the story. He was in the accident with me, my sister. Yeah. He was Grid Battle Force Red until they lost him in an accident when he was stuck in the grid for 2 years. Yeah. He fell out yesterday and he's on the team. So
So, how caught up is he with world events?
he's working on it. He spent most of last night catching up on 2 years worth of not eating.
Has he seen the new Candyman yet? Because that one was pretty good.
So good. It's so good.
Ren manifests.
No, I don't.
Okay, we'll have to include him in movie night then.
I think he was up pretty late doing God knows what last night. So
YouTube, man. YouTube.
Someday I will know what.
God. Um.
all right. Well, I suppose.
Go on.
Sure
Sorry.
that Sophie eats something because she keeps repeating that she's not hungry, and I'm very worried that she's doing the thing where she's not
Yeah,
eating because
yeah.
she's upset, and that's just gonna
No.
make
Yeah,
things worse.
yeah. Yeah.
You
If
don't
I-
need an inside. You don't need an inside check to know that's exactly what she's doing.
It's because I know you, Anne.
If I have to, I will threaten to tie her to a chair and feed her again.
Okay.
It's only gone so far as threats.
You can tell this
Thank you.
isn't one of my games I'm running because I would have spiraled out into a 30-minute like take on how good the new Candyman is.
It's so good. Like
Sorry,
the
no.
Oh, no.
I didn't mean to. Sorry. I'm taking it easy on Anne.
As Keegan, no, I'm cutting that off right now. As Keegan and Ryan continue to catch up, and you guys can tell me what stuff you guys are catching up on each other. What?
See, I think that the next step for us would be bringing food to Sophie and staring at her until she eats it.
bringing food to Sophie, and while they're getting food, Keegan starts telling Ryan about the court case that they were observing, which, by the way, is a real court case that I dealt with. About there's this rival chicken company that has been allegedly putting nails in another restaurant's food so that more people would come to the rival chicken company. And so Keegan just
Wild.
starts unloading about that.
What?
I know.
Sophie, eat.
You guys are doing that thing where you're
Leave until you eat.
teaming
Yeah,
up.
that's right.
Nope.
Yep.
It's too late. We've collaborated now.
The team. Ryan gave the green light.
The green
Well,
light.
the red light in this instance, but
Ah,
yeah.
I was about to make that pun, Ryan.
Oh, puns! And she flings mashed potatoes at both of you.
Oh, I
It's a
won't
waste of
make any more
perfectly good-
puns if you eat your food.
You
Huh?
should be punished for wasting perfectly good mashed potatoes.
Oh, hi! I didn't see you there. I'm
This is in
Keegan.
the cafeteria. Ren Velázquez.
Yeah, did you guys
Oh,
drag her out to the cafeteria? I guess that's-
absolutely.
That sounds better. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Ryan just like carries
Apparently
Sophie
it's
over
just
his shoulder.
Over the shoulder. Yep.
Man, apparently it's-
Pressure to eat. Keegan's making sure that Sophie's head doesn't bump on the floor.
Yeah, I didn't get to eat for 2 years. I can't imagine why you exist in reality and wouldn't eat one dinner. I mean, it's like it's food. It's
You're gonna be my friend.
yeah. I was trying to get. I don't know if you like movies or anything.
I
like
love
that. Would seem
movies.
like a
Have
weird
you?
thing.
You haven't seen a new Candyman, have you? There's a new Candyman by Jordan Peele.
Okay.
I'm just gonna
I mean,
I'm just gonna pull out my phone and like start a text thread with everyone. Team meeting cafeteria now.
like
Um,
like maybe like a bonding exercise. The are you a Power Ranger too now?
Yeah, I'm a Power Ranger too now.
Like I can tell because you're wearing all red.
Oh no, that's just my normal outfit.
Oh yeah. Do you know how hard it was? Like I used to wear all red too, but like I had to switch the wardrobe to this weird like off black. Do you know how difficult it is to find this color?
You
It's
don't
Honestly,
see me
someone
running
needs to-
around wearing titanium, guys. You don't have to.
gray. Like it's all right.
I mean,
got
titanium wouldn't really work with your complexion, right?
your eye color. I think I would.
Sophie?
go
Oh,
for more
yeah.
of, like some
Sophie
colorful
is
tones, like some-
absolutely
Sophie, if
getting
you eat, we'll stop.
overstimulated, and she.
I was just. Go ahead. I
Um,
was just maybe suggesting we should have a movie bonding night for the new Power Rangers. I just thought that'd be really cool. Like I get to catch up on pop culture. I unfortunately missed out on. Like I don't know how I'm going to beat up the bad
Who's-
guys and make
who's
culturally relevant references
who's
when I
got-
do so if I'm not up on my pop culture.
willpower or cleverness that is higher than a 16?
Got 17 cleverness.
I got a
I'm gonna
15.
go ahead and redo my character sheet real quick because I see that we don't get to oppose these and I just get them thrown at me a
It's
lot.
based, yeah, it's based off of your highest one. It's fine.
Can
There's
I
just
dodge
a
her stink eye? Like, can I like dodge the stink eye? In which like
that's not how it works. You do hear
Okay.
the sound of like heavy fist slamming on the table, like she's stabbing her food, and then she directly looks at Ryan and just is like, eye contact doesn't stop, and she eats like she eats whatever vegetable she stabbed on her fork.
Why
I
is
love you too.
Sasha- Why is Sasha so pissed off at you? I mean, Sophie.
You're crossing your streams, Andrew.
Yeah.
On purpose for a joke.
The others should be here in a few minutes. I've called a team meeting.
Thank
Since
you
we're
for
all
eating,
here.
Sophie. I appreciate it. We do this because we care about you.
Discuss what movie we're gonna watch.
It's-
Have they
Maybe,
made
maybe,
have they
Red.
made a
Maybe.
Pacific Rim?
Ren,
As my new
Ren?
best friend Keegan, have they made a Pacific Rim like trilogy yet? I have to know.
Just one movie, I'm so sorry, but you know, it's a classic. You can't improve upon perfection,
Right
man.
up there with Citizen Kane.
Oh yeah.
Guillermo
Ren?
del Toro is a visionary. Yes,
Truly.
Roll a alertness perception check, please.
Oh, I'm actually good at these.
Hey.
Not in
Difficulty
insight.
20. It's
All right,
not
I'm
an
gonna
use
insight
it.
test. It's not an insight test. It's a perception.
All right, we're gonna grab
alertness
Grey Die
test.
for this because Grey Die likes to roll either ones or 20s. That would
Enough.
be a 19 plus. Then I
Ooh.
rolled my highest die I have available, which is a D4. So a 19 plus a D4. I think I hit a 20. Should we see if I crit? Because if I get a
Yes.
4 on this, I crit, right?
If you get a 4 on it, you crit.
I dropped the die, so that die is gone forever. 3. Sorry.
You'll step on it later.
So
Oh, you
a
still get
22.
it. Or your animals will eat it. Anyway, so on a 23, as everybody's talking and chattering, there's something that catches your eye in the corner of the cafeteria. There's activity of people coming and going, but you also see a shadow that there's like an aura of like color around it that changes from yellow to green, and
Are we talking like predator camouflage, but it like like how it does that sort of like weird wobbly light thing, but then it like has a little bit of a spectrum tinge to it? Is that what we're talking, or
yeah,
is this
that's what
more like
we're
spooky
going
ghosts?
with.
Okay.
No, not spooky ghosts. More like, shadowy phantom business with colors that are like an aura that changes.
I'm gonna
from
fixate on
different
that, and I'm gonna
colors.
pinch Ryan real quick.
Ow!
Okay, we're not in the grid anymore. Do you
What
see that?
Do I see that?
Or does anyone else see that? I point in the direction of it, and if it's
If
moving,
you
I'll like
try-
trace it with my finger.
You don't actually see anything.
Are you
It
phantoming
changes
right
from-
now?
It changes from red to yellow to green, like the aura or the glow around it, but it is a shadowy figure, and only Ren can see it.
Oh no, shadowy figure. Is it a humanoid shaped or size? Is it like a sphere or an orb? Like
It's
is
humanoid.
it-
It's humanoid. It's humanoid shaped in the corner of the cafeteria, but only you can see it.
I don't suppose I can like insight or something along those lines or streetwise to kind of get a like vibe on like if it seems
Actually,
threatening, if it's
give me-
moving into a position to like attack, if it's like
Give-
because like you're gonna move different ways if you're like casing the
give me-
joint or
Give me your survival. Give me your survival check, and the survivor perk applies.
or perk. What is my survivor perk again? I know I can reroll. I have a thing where I can
The
like reroll
survivor
any
perk.
one.
Sorry.
Edge?
No. It's
Oh,
something else.
Something else?
Let
I
me
have the
pick it. Sorry.
once per scene or something like that. I can reroll ones.
Yeah, that's not it. Hold on. Let me
That's tragic.
pull it up.
Mhm,
Sorry.
mhm.
Where is this sheet?
It's
Okay,
Edge.
open.
Yeah.
Oh, so I
It's
roll with
edge,
edge,
yeah.
which is 2d20.
Yeah, 2d20, take the higher.
Good. I needed that. Because I rolled a 2, and that flipped it into a 19, which becomes a 22.
Solid.
That's 2 in a row.
Actually, because it's a
Can be rolling a
survival
lot
check,
of d4 this chronicle.
a survival check, I'm going to say this. Because of your experience in the grid, it's not that you know exactly what this is, but you get a read on it that's familiar. Like it feels familiar. That's your read on it.
I'm gonna get up and head over toward it. And one of the trays that I have no doubt cleared off food-wise, I'm just gonna like be bringing it with me as a blunt object in case I need it, and or a shield. Just like I'm gonna get more mashed potatoes. Wait, one more time. I'm gonna pinch Ryan again.
Ow! Dude!
Yeah, still not in the grid. I'm gonna.
This whole time, Keegan's just sitting with Sophie and trying to walk her through some breathing exercises since she's getting overstimulated.
I'll walk over towards the Shimmer. Also a great movie, Annihilation.
Damn!
Oh, yeah. Man,
What do
that
you do
movie
once you
fucked
get
me
there?
up.
You said humanoid shape. Feel like you're not as hidden as you think. I'm just gonna say it kind of in a low whisper. Not like to be like completely unheard. You know, if anyone's like trying to listen in, they can certainly probably roll a much easier alertness or whatever. But just kind of you're not as invisible as you think.
It doesn't respond to you. It doesn't speak. It does, however, reach out to you, and as it reaches out to you, it touches your arm, your left arm, and where it
That's my favorite
touches
arm.
you, where it touches you, the energy, the dark shadowy energy, and the multiple colors swirl, and a morpher coalesces on your arm, where it looks very different from the one you used to wear, and it glows red, it glows green, or not green, green. Yeah, it goes green, and then it grows yellow, and then the color dissipates into this black, off black, purple-ish device.
No, or
Now,
what the? My like so I use a phantom key to morph actually.
you have a key.
Does it like have like a keyhole on it or anything along those lines, or I know it's not a key, but like does it have a, you know?
And the key, there is a key that appears in your hand when that happens, and then a voice coming seemingly out of nowhere just says, "A little present from the Morphin Grid." And then that is where we'll
Corona.
end. That is where we'll end tonight's session. I'm sorry it ran a little bit late with all of our tech issues and things. But thank you so much to the audience. I see people in chat hanging out. Thank you so much, Callum, for hanging out with us tonight. Appreciate you. let's do some outros. Andrew, go.
Hi, I'm Andrew, or the Magical Mr. Mephisto, if you're not into that whole brevity thing. TM. You can find me on the interwebs on most of the social medias, but although I can only ever keep track of one at any given time, at Mephisto Mori. I am here on Twitch. That name in chat that keeps coming up, Mr. MR_Mephisto, and on tomorrow, Tuesdays, we run Vampire the Masquerade, where both Anne and Michael are my victims. And this Sunday, we have a marathon session coming up where.
We're totally streaming that, right? I totally forgot to ask. We're totally
Yeah,
streaming
we're
8
going to
hours
stream
of
that.
Vampire,
And
right?
yes, we will be streaming 8
Happy
hours of
birthday.
Vampire.
I was
and
assuming.
Happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday,
tomorrow,
Anne!
tomorrow we're going to run kind of as late as possible to make up for the fact that we missed a couple sessions, because we need to get what is currently going on to get to a point for the marathon session to be what I wish it to be.
I would like to not be in torpor for that. That'd be great. Yeah.
I actually talked to Scott. He's
I would like
going to
for-
make sure that
hey,
you're
hey,
not
hey.
totally possessed by a demon, and then he will pull you out of torpor. So
Can
you'll be out
I?
of torpor.
Can
Yes,
I?
yes.
Can my character have her boyfriend not be possessed for my birthday? That would be really nice.
As
You can't.
in a
No,
world of darkness.
That I can't
storyteller
give you.
for good things.
Okay, but you know what though? Possessed Rory, like evil dark Rory, I'm into that actually.
Yeah. So
Evil
see this
Rory,
enthusiasm. See this
Michael,
enthusiasm.
evil
Come watch our
Rory.
vampire game for all this enthusiasm, but also evil. Wah. Yeah.
I
So
I told
otherwise,
I told Andrew if there's anything that would ever happen that he wasn't happy about this session, he has 2 opportunities to get back at me this week.
I'm not a vindictive GM. But no, outside of the vampire game, I do some variety streaming, mostly in the spooky vein, like vampire blood pun. All right.
Waka
Yeah,
waka.
obsessed with all things spooky. I've been making my way through Alan Wake 2 intermittently, and then I think that's about it. I use my mental health visibility. It's based. I use my powers of bipolar disorder and ADHD energy to bring such manic characters as Ren to life for you live on the internet. So I've been Ren, your Phantom Ranger, who's about to do Phantom stuff next week. I think. Who's next? Michael? Somebody?
Sophia.
Save me.
Sophia. Sophia.
Yay!
Hi everyone, I'm Sophia, also known as Nerdy Titty. You can find me on Twitter at both and Blue Sky as Nerdy Titty. I am the founder, CEO, and one of the chancellors over at Nerds with Dice. We've got a lot of very cool projects on there. You can see Elle over there playing masks as well, along with some other stuff. And our creators app is always open. So if you have an indie game or unique story you want to tell, or just a game you made that you want to showcase, please pitch it. You can find that on our Twitter. And then you can find me Wednesdays here running Power Rangers Monster Force every other Wednesday. And then I think in the next couple of weeks, you can go to the Queer XP podcast and find the one shot for Song of Dusk.
Nice. Love that. James.
I'm James. I've been playing Jack, your fresh new Green Ranger. I'm not as active on like Twitch or anything. You can find me on you can find me on Twitter at Dutch Roscoe. I have been Mr. Man, not Mr. Mephisto. I am Mr. Man. I am more brief and brevity than Mr. Mephisto in your chat. I once played Vampire the Masquerade like 30 years ago. I once won a set of dice from Nerds with Dice off of one of their streams. So I've kind of been
And
active in Twitch, but now I'm more active here. So
You're and
Um,
you're a featured performer on this channel now, so congrats.
I'm moving up in the world. Yay! You got to start
Ah,
somewhere. So now I'm here.
Moving on up.
Move on up.
To the
great.
east side.
Oh God, L, please.
I have been L. If you would like to see if I will continue to be L, you can find me at Sapphic Soulful or at Soulful Sapphic on these social medias. Also here on Twitch, hanging out. I've been playing Keegan, who's a delight, Red Ranger, Black Spectrum, movie nerd extraordinaire, best friends with Sophie, though that
And
is
soon to
currently
be Ren.
and soon to be Ren. Ren is good enough there. Frenemies with Ryan. I'm just going to list all the relationships now because I forgot what I need to plug. I'm going to be here on Wednesday for Monster Force, I think, probably, maybe. Yes?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay, great. I'm going to be playing Kane. Kane is Kane. Go see what Kane is like on Wednesday. This Tuesday, I will be on Lantern Light Adventures. Yes, playing Girl by Moonlight. I'm playing Lycos, aka Carrie, an alien who got turned into a person and used to be a villain, now reluctant hero. So you can find me over there.
They're people too?
Aliens are people too at 9 Eastern. Very fun. God, what else am I doing? Saturday Mask, Sophia? Question mark? Yes, Saturday Masks.
As far as I know, yes.
Fantastic. Saturday Masks game. I'm playing. Who am I playing?
Tune in to
Sophia,
find
what's
out.
my character's name? Sasha Morgan. Thank you,
Sasha
Anne.
Morgan.
Anne has my brain cell. Sasha Morgan, who's currently trying to help their friend and girlfriend not be tried for kidnapping. Super fun. They definitely did do the kidnapping, though. That man is in a book. That will make sense if
You
you
got
watch
this,
Masks
guys.
on Saturday. Woo! I
It
think that's
makes-
all I have to
It makes sense
plug.
to me. It makes sense to me. I think it's great.
Thank
I'm a
you,
fan.
Anne.
Michael.
Yes, I am Michael. I have been a bit of an asshole. I mean, Ryan Mitchell.
A bit.
You could find me online at Sub-Zero Jalapeno. I have a little beacons thing. You can go find the things. Tomorrow, Vampire. Wednesday and Thursday, more Power Rangers because I have a problem.
Oh, you have a
And
solution. You have a solution, bro. That's what you have.
Michael, I forgot we weren't in more streams together, and I was like, oh, we're doing a thing on Tuesday together?
no, Tuesday is for
No.
Vampire.
I'm not there yet. Watch me sneak my way in there.
We all. No, keep my mouth shut.
Totally remember.
I mean, you want to join on a marathon session?
We
It'll
have
be
got the
good.
time.
Sorry, go on. Sorry.
But yeah,
Michael,
that's
you were
me.
talking.
Yeah, no, that's it.
Hi,
Find-
I'm Anne.
find my stuff, watch
This is my channel. This is where I do stuff a lot. This week it's Power Rangers. Next week it's Daggerheart and also D&D.
Oh yeah, I'm there for that too. I forgot to plug that.
It's okay because it's my channel. I can plug it. It's fine.
Thank you, Anne.
So on Wednesday, I will be playing Trixie Garcia on this channel. Red Ranger, Black Spectrum, because that is the best combo, and fight me. No, you won't. Me and Elle know what's up. Power Rangers Monster Force, 8 p.m. Eastern. This channel right here. Yeah, tomorrow I am on Mr. _ Mephisto's channel. Did you say we were moving the time to?
Yeah, we'll be 8:30. Yeah, we're gonna officially move to 8:30 instead of 8 o'clock. Although that might be changing too because my
Central.
kid's sports rotation is changing again, and it's as
You want to
of
say 9?
now we're gonna.
You want to say
we're-
9 p.m. Central?
I'm just gonna say 8:30 Central.
So 9:30 Eastern on that channel. Yeah, nothing bad's gonna happen. Vampire, fine.
I have so
Also
many
going
bad
to-
plans for you. Don't lie to them.
You want to see bad shit happen to me happened to my character and Michael's character, definitely go.
It's usually
it's mostly
me.
Michael's. It's mostly Michael's
He's
character.
been
He
stabbed
rolls
in the
like
eyes
garbage.
twice, like, and now he's about to be possessed
Okay.
by like a weird fey demon. It's fine.
Yeah, also Sunday from noon Eastern to 8 p.m. Eastern, there's going to be a whole lot more vampire nonsense on that channel because we are broadcasting a super happy vampire birthday party for me and for Scott, who is
Scott.
in another player.
And also
joint
Scott.
birthday party.
For me,
Scott.
but Scott kind of me.
Well, it's for both of us. Anyway, what else is happening? Okay, Misadventures in Magic is not happening this week, so yeah, it's just Vampire and Power Rangers this week. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Vampire.
We are going to go on a little raid. Hold on, let me pick up. Ooh, do I
While you're
want to
looking,
go with
can
those
we
guys?
just shout out Sophia's channel again, Nerds with Dice, because she plays freaking riffs Thursdays at 8 p.m. Freaking riffs.
Not anymore. Rifts. I just haven't updated that. Rifts is old. We played a very long Rifts campaign. That's on
just
our
ignore
YouTube.
that half of my books that I display are riffs. Big shout outs to that. You even play riffs. Sorry.
One day I'm gonna play Riffs. I have the Riffs books. I just don't have people to play Riffs with.
Because nobody wants to teach it.
I
It's so
have
hard.
played Riffs. I have played Riffs. Yeah.
It is the definition of
Anyway.
camp. Susan Sontag's RPG is riffs. Sorry,
It's bonkers. I love it.
All right, go on. Yeah, sorry.
We are going on a raid. We're gonna go see my pals over on the Wandering DM channel. Their chronicle, Montreal by Night season 5 finale. Let's go get in the mood for vampire.
Tuesdays is for vampire.
Yes, but vampire is now. We're gonna go on a raid and watch some vampire. So remember, there are people on the other side of the screen telling a super rad story. Give them the love and respect that you've given us tonight. And we'll see you on the next adventure, which is Wednesday. Have a good night. Stick around for the raid.
May the power protect you.
Woo!